What's up with the connection? Looks like something's interfering with the transmission. Or... Great. You guys again. And I take it you're the leader? I ran into a little friend of yours tonight, hanging out with your G22 buddies. She's quite the little firecracker, although she doesn't talk much. Well, except with those pistols of hers.
That would be my bodyguard, Sis. And I know you spared her life. That's why I'm calling.
I didn't want to fight her. I was only there for Lazo. But she didn't give me much choice.
It was under my orders, Mike. But I didn't realize you would be there. Else, I would have instructed Sis to behave differently.
So should I ask what G22 is doing in Moscow? You guys sure seem to get around.
It's a rather long answer, Mike. One I'd like to discuss more, if you'd be up for it.
Is your bodyguard invited? If so, I'll need body armor.
I'm afraid it's required she be present. We're not supposed to be apart. It's how G22 operates in the field. But like you, I tend to bend the rules for the sake of the greater good. I'll leave the choice up to you, but I can't wait long. If you want to discuss your future, then meet me at the following coordinates. It isn't far. And come alone.
Alright. But I better not be walking into an ambush. And tell Sis to keep her distance.
I will do so. I will not wait long, Mike. So if you want to speak to me, you'll have to do it soon.
Und dann kann ich wieder weiter die Pistole skillen. Wird doch mal Zeit. Damit... Oh, was bewirkt es? Na, maximale Reichweite wurde um 5 Meter verlängert und es geht auch ein bisschen schneller, bis ich einen kritischen Treffer schaffen kann. Und der Schaden wird erhöht. Das ist auch immer schön. Wobei bei einem Kopftreffer wird erst Richtung Ende interessant, wenn die auch gut gepanzert sind, die Gegner. Sprich, wenn sie diese Schutzanzeige drüber haben. Die ich ja auch besitze. Dann kann auch wirklich mal sein, dass die euren Kopftreffer überleben. 2 Informationen zu kontaktiere Albatross. Auch erst noch ein paar E-Mails. 2 Stück. Und 2-mal Albatross. Dieser Grigori hat mir schon Informationen geschickt. Aber habe ich ihn noch nicht mal kontaktiert. Eigentlich ein Logikkeitsfehler. Hier ist das nämlich erst die Aufgabe, den zu kontaktieren. Komisch. Egal. Gehen wir erstmal zu Albatross. Das ist eine reine Dialogszene, also Dialog-Episode und Mission oder wie man sie nennen soll. Deshalb werde ich da auch nicht viel kommentieren können. Nur, dass es doch dabei ist. Interessant.
I don't want to shoot you, but pull that trigger and I will.
It's all right, Sis. Hello, Mike. No trouble finding the place, I hope?
No. I was curious why you wanted to talk in person. Telemarketing through the video screen seemed more your style.
Sometimes. At the moment, I'd rather show a little more trust in each other. You spared Sis's life. For that, you have my thanks.
I have something of hers. Here.
Did she give that to you? I see. The locket is a childhood memento. Perhaps those days are gone. Regardless, thank you for sparing her life. The gratitude comes from both of us, it seems.
According to what I've been able to dig up on you two, she's your bodyguard. If anyone should be saving someone's life, it's her.
That is correct.
Intel suggests she's an orphan. That you're not related.
I see you've accessed Interpol records, Agent Thornton. I thought I'd wipe those clean.
I'm thorough. But if she's your bodyguard, why did you send her to Lazo's yacht? Isn't she supposed to be protecting you? She could have been killed, you know. That's no way to treat someone you care about. And no way to treat a child.
Sis would not be here today if not for me, Agent Thornton. The world is cruel in many respects. And every day we survive, we have gambled against death and won. And the locket she gave you. Perhaps Sis is not a child anymore. To throw away childhood mementos so carelessly.
That locket? It's not a childhood memento.
Excuse me?
The locket. It depicts St. George and the dragon. According to the legend, townsfolk fed their children to the dragon out of fear to prevent its wrath. Eventually, the king agreed to feed his own daughter to the beast.
I'm not sure I like the implication, Agent Thornton.
I wasn't aware there was one. I'm guessing only she knows how St. George factors in. But I'm wondering who G22 is in the story. and who you are. I'm sure Sis could clear it up. If she wanted to tell us, that is.
She can't.
Can't or won't.
She's a mute. Let's walk. Sis will make sure we're not interrupted.
All right. So, what did you want to talk about?
I know to all outward appearances you're a rogue agent. I also know about Alpha Protocol, and in your case, it's being used for its intended purpose.
You think you're smart because you figured that out? Good for you.
I had hoped you might be more proud of your accomplishment.
What accomplishment?
It's not often that one gets to turn the tools of their own government against them, and for the right reasons. And Alpha Protocol? It is a powerful tool.
Between Halbeck and you, I'm beginning to feel like everyone knows about Alpha Protocol.
It may seem that way. I'd argue you're simply traveling in a smaller circle here, on the fringe of international politics.
I don't know what you want, Albatross. G22's agenda? Doesn't seem like you have one.
No. We have aspirations, as does any government. But we believe that agendas are accomplished by careful study and observation. If the status quo is disrupted, it makes predicting triggers and events more difficult.
You sound like one of the analysts of Alpha Protocol I know.
Alpha Protocol has always had someone in that role. It helps them function as intended, no matter what iteration of the program. It's an odd thing. A government-sponsored program whose purpose is to prevent being policed by its own government. Now, what kind of foundation is that for a country?
Seems like every organization, even ones without a country. Well, they all have their secrets, don't they? So the question is, who can you trust? Or is that why you asked me here?
I propose we become allies.
What, I'd become a member of G22?
No. I propose we cooperate. You will find that as extensive as Alpha Protocol's leftover safe houses and gadgets are, well, G22 has access to much more.
And the price?
Let us say I owe you. You've already paid me, in the only currency I value.
Kooperation
What do
kann
you
nie
say?
schaden, von daher.
Alright. I need all the friends I can get. And for some reason, I trust you.
You won't regret it, Mike. We're out of time, I'm afraid. Thank you for listening to me, Mike. I know you have a great deal of work ahead of you.
Albatross, I need to know something.
Yes. What?
This business with Halbeck. I can still prevent it, right? There's a way to stop them. This isn't going to end well, is it?
Mike. It never does.
Im Nachhinein schon seltsam. Es ist... Alpha Protocol ist ein so geheimes Projekt und naja, wir fahren zum ersten Mal, wir verhandeln auf eigene Faust, ohne dass Alpha Protocol irgendwas mit zu tun hat. Im ersten richtigen Typen, den wir begegnen, yo, ich weiß, dass du bei Alpha Protocol bist, bla bla bla. Also, das wirklich so ein Geheimprojekt ist, bin ich mir nicht sicher. Aber okay, ist nicht mein Problem. So, als nächstes kommt... Was können wir als nächstes dran? Grigori. Mal gucken. Über den hatte ich, glaube ich, auch Informationen. Euch aber noch nicht gezeigt. Mal schnell kurz E-Mail. Ach, und ich habe auch eine E-Mail von dem Typen bekommen. Na, könnt ihr ja lesen. Die hatte ich schon. Warum steht euch jetzt noch nicht gelesen? Egal. Gut, damit bekommen wir mehr Gegenstände. Die von Alpha Protocol sind ja weg im Clearinghouse. Ist ja klar. Wir sind ja abtrünnig. Und, ja, jetzt kriegen wir die vom G22. Und, das sind die über Grigori. Könnt ihr euch ja durchlesen, wie gesagt. Kennt das Spiel ja. Mal kurz gucken im Clearinghouse. Da sind jetzt halt neue Waffen. Auch teils richtig teure. Aber gut, ist halt später im Spiel. Ich habe aktuell nur 71.000. Hab ja bis jetzt noch nichts ausgegeben. Ich warte da wirklich bis zum Ende, weil was bringt es mir jetzt Geld auszugeben? Was war dann? Was kann ich denn hier auswählen gerade? Hä? Okay. Was bringt es mir jetzt viel Geld auszugeben, wenn ich die Sachen am Ende eh wieder für, was weiß ich, die Hälfte des Wertes verkaufe? Dann warte ich einfach bis zum Ende, gebe da die ganze Kohle aus, hab dafür dann eine richtig geile Rüstung und so. Von daher ist Grigori kontaktieren ist auch wieder eine reine Laberszene. Aber man erfährt halt was über die Story, das ist halt das Wichtige.
I'm looking for a man, but not in that way.
Interessant.
So, what do they have on tap here?
Why are you wasting my time?
Drinking alone is time well spent then. I'll toast to that. A cough like that, this bar may not be the best place to hang out. Secondhand smoke and all.
I quit 3 times this month. Second-hand smoke is my way of getting by, Agent.
I'm Mike Thornton. You already know the agent part.
It is written all over you like a billboard. I am Grigori, but you knew that, or you would not have come here.
Well, I didn't mean to interrupt your coughing, or your drinking, but I wanted to know who Halbeck's friends are here in Moscow.
What specifically do you wish to know? If they have friends at all? Now, that is a question in itself.
I want to know who Halbeck's working with.
That is a difficult question, but I know someone who would know the answer. There is a man, Sergei Surkov. He runs several businesses in Moscow. He may know who Halbeck is dealing with.
Sergei Surkov. Running a check on the name now. We're getting a lot of hits. He shouldn't be hard to find. Although, judging from his contact list, figuring out where his next appointment is could take some time.
Alright, I think I can wait a little longer. And there's a few other leads I'd like to track down.
You were planning to investigate Leningradsky station, yes? Maybe you can do me a favor.
A favor?
Your American missiles are not the only cargo that comes through the station. If you go, maybe you could divert these shipments, accidentally, of course.
What, you mean change the shipping labels? And me without my label maker.
It is more simple than that. The box destination is stenciled on the side, but it is a code. Change it with a marker, and the boxes will end up somewhere else. To a friend of ours who will be happy to reimburse us, maybe do a little business with you.
I'll think about it.
Do that. And if you need a place to buy weapons, armor, devices, I can help you there too. I may not know Halbeck, but I know many others who are not friends of theirs.
I'd appreciate that. What's the price tag for the reference?
Directing a customer to a shopkeeper friend, no price tag. Just business.
Alright. Thanks, Grigori. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you not being an asshole when talking to me, Michael. Other agents, too stiff. Others, too much cowboy. You come to me as a human being. Should be rewarded, no?
Ja, haben wir unseren Freund gemacht. Ich finde einfach nur total klasse bei diesem Spiel, dieser russisch-englische Dialekt. Also da muss man einfach mal hinhören. Ich finde, das klingt einfach nur klasse. Das ist einfach nur super gemacht. Also ich muss da jedes Mal schmunzeln, wenn ich den Grigori reden höre. Ich finde das einfach toll. Echt einfach nur toll. So, jetzt ging's zum Bahnhof. Wir können zwar Surkov jetzt kontaktieren. Jedoch wird uns das in dem Fall nicht viel bringen, weil dann die Bahnhofsmission wegfallen würde.